Welcome to part 2 of a 3-part video series of the FactoryCAD XR Use and Care video. The goal of this video is to give you, the user, a fundamental overview of the functions and operations of your FactoryCAD XR Rider Scrubber. First, it is important to check your XR battery pack, which is located under the seat of your XR Rider Scrubber. Note, before checking your batteries, it is important to wear the proper safety gear when servicing or checking your XR battery pack. First, check for any battery acid leakage, and then check all battery cable connections for proper fit. Once completed, check all of the cells for proper water level as shown by the battery guide. It is important to use only distilled water when filling lead acid batteries. Next, it is important to charge your XR to ensure that it has a full charge before your first use. The proper charging procedure is to plug the large gray Anderson plug into your XR first, and then plug the charger into the wall as shown. The charger will then turn on automatically and turn off when the batteries are fully charged. To open your recovery tank of your XR, release the 2 latches as shown above. As shown here, your recovery tank lid is held in place by a heavy-duty stainless steel prop rod. Your XR has a 68-gallon recovery tank that is equipped with a drain saver. This unique device is designed to capture debris before it clogs your tank or your drain hoses. It is important to check your drain saver throughout your cleaning cycle to ensure that the drain saver does not become clogged. Located on the opposite side of the recovery tank baffle is the float shutoff assembly. This is removable for easy cleaning and simple maintenance. Make sure that this float shutoff is always properly working and always in place during machine operation. It is also important to securely secure it to the vacuum baffle as shown. In the center of the recovery tank is an anti-foam baffle. It helps eliminate foam from reaching the float shutoff assembly, and this also stabilizes the movement of recovery water during machine operation. Your XR has a 68-gallon solution tank capacity that is filled from the right corner of the recovery tank as shown. This large tank allows for extended periods of scrubbing, thus reducing the empty and refill cycles. Once the recovery tank is closed, you will notice a clear sight dome located on the top of the recovery tank. This dome allows for easy access viewing to the inside of the recovery tank. When replacing, make sure that the chain lanyards do not disturb the vacuum seal and that they are located on the inside of the tank when the dome is replaced. To open the solution recovery tank of your XR, first remove the vac hose and mount it securely as shown. Secondly, grip the tank handle assembly located on the rear of the recovery tank and pull back gently. Note, make sure the solution and recovery tanks are empty before pulling the tank back. Once the recovery solution tank has been pulled back, this allows for easy access to the 2 vacuum motors that are equipped with noise reduction mufflers as shown here. You will also notice easy access to the squeegee lift actuator, solution hoses, and solution pump. Located just behind the vacuum motors are the solution filter screen and shutoff valve. To service this filter, first, turn the valve so that it is in the closed position as shown. Once completed, unscrew the clear sight dome. Once the sight dome has been removed, clear the 400 mesh screen of any type of debris. Flush and replace. Once this is done, replace the sight dome tightly and turn the shutoff valve in the open position as demonstrated here. To access the brushes of your XR disc deck, first unscrew the two brass hand knobs as shown. Once loosened, remove the shroud using the hand mount. Next, locate the spring clamp located on the brush and pinch the springs together to release the scrub brush as demonstrated here. Your XR disc brush is gimbal mounted so that it will scrub efficiently and effectively even on the most uneven of floors. The cleaning solution is centrifugally dispersed through the shower feed hose located on the periphery of the brush. To mount the brush, center the brush under the drive hub and hook the spring mount onto one of the drive hub knuckles. Push down to swivel the brush into the locked position as shown. Once completed, reinstall the brush shroud as demonstrated here. If your XR is equipped with a cylindrical scrub deck, press the release latch as shown to open the heavy-duty deck guards if so equipped. Next, pull the chain-mounted clevis pin to allow you to swing the solution containment skirts to the open position as shown. Next, release the latch on the brush mounting plate as demonstrated here. Once the brush plate is removed, slide the cylindrical brush out of its scrubbing channel. Note, the second cylindrical brush can be accessed on the opposite side of the deck assembly. Located just behind the brush deck on the left side of your XR is a debris tray. This tray will collect small debris that was missed on the pre-sweep before scrubbing. This should be checked and emptied throughout the scrubbing cycle. Once empty, replace as shown. When flipping your cylindrical brush, always important to keep them in the same channel in order to maintain an even wear on your cylindrical brushes. It is also important to flip your brushes end for end approximately every 25 hours of scrubbing. Then, replace your brush plate, lock into place, return the squeegee containment skirt, and replace the clevis pin as shown. And if so equipped, lock the heavy-duty guards in place with the clip as demonstrated above. It's just that simple. At this point, it is important to check that your scrub deck containment skirts are set properly. To do so, lower the scrub deck to the ground to ensure that the squeegees are level with the ground, as shown here. At the rear of your XR, you will find your recovery tank drain hose. This hose is mounted at a high center of gravity so that you have complete control of your dirty water evacuation process. Once your evacuation has been completed, simply replace the hose and turn the brass T-bar until the hose is tight accordingly. To the right of recovery hose is the solution gauge drain hose. This hose has demarcation points on the hose so that the operator always knows how much solution is left in the solution tank. The hose also acts as a clean water evacuation port as well. To remove your squeegee, unscrew the 4 squeegee knobs holding the squeegee in place as shown. Be sure to remove the vac hose before pulling the squeegee out of the squeegee linkage assembly. To adjust the squeegee pitch, locate the brass-colored pitch adjustment knob located in the center of the squeegee bracket shown here. Turning the knob clockwise lowers the squeegee tips. Turning counterclockwise raises the squeegee tips. Note, the goal is to maintain an even squeegee deflection throughout the entire squeegee assembly. To adjust the squeegee down pressure will require the use of an 11/16 and a 7/16 open-end wrench. First, loosen the lock nut on the caster assembly with the 11/16 inch wrench as shown. Secondly, adjust the caster wheel with the 7/16 wrench as shown. Move it in the direction needed for a proper squeegee deflection. Lowering the center of the caster wheel will raise the squeegee. Raising the center of the caster wheel will lower the squeegee. At this point, the solution flow has moved from the solution tank through the solution filter and pump assembly, which is then injected into the scrub brushes to break the soil loose from the floor, and then is recovered by the squeegee at the rear of your XR, leaving you with safe, clean, dry floors. Located on the operator's left side of your XR is a pre-treat chemical storage port. This port will hold specialized chemicals to treat unique soil loads found in your facility. Your XR is equipped with an adjustable steering column to ergonomically fit virtually any operator. Simply pull the knob and adjust to the operator's comfortable position. Located at the top right of the steering column is the push button that activates the XR's safety horn. Just below the steering column adjustment knob are two LCD hour meters. The top one is the key hour meter. The lower one is the battery charge cycle meter. On the opposite side of the steering column is located the headlight toggle switch, as shown. Located at the operator's right foot is the motion control pedal that will dictate the speed of the machine based on how far down the pedal is pushed. Forward is the standard mode, and reverse will be activated by the reverse switch, which is located on the operator's control panel. Located at the bottom of the control panel is the green Uni-Touch button, which automatically activates the squeegee and scrub deck when the button is pushed in the down position. To the right of this is the red reverse toggle that when activated would put your XR in reverse mode. Above from left to right is the vacuum switch, solution control switch, and scrub brush switch. Above these switches is located the black variable down pressure toggle, followed by the system menu button. And lastly, the red full recovery tank indicator light, followed by the yellow solution empty indicator light. In conjunction with your switches, your green LCD indicator panel will display your variable solution control, as shown, and your brush deck pressure indicators, as shown. Please take note that two indicator bars will always be displayed in the lowest position on the LCD reading. When pressed, the green menu indicator button will display the electronic hour meters for key switch hour meter, traction hour meter, scrub hour meter, and vacuum motor hour meter. These are to be used in conjunction with your preventative maintenance program. Your XR auxiliary panel is located to the operator's left just below the control panel. It contains the primary power key switch, if equipped, the auxiliary vac toggle switch, the auxiliary spray hose toggle switch, and the auxiliary side broom toggle switch. Also, the resettable auxiliary fuse reset panel. Continue to the Factory Cat XR Operation Use and Care video number 3.